Home Minister P. Chidambaram, also the former Finance Minister, has said that there was no sale of spectrum by Unitech and Swan Telecom to foreign partners. He's said that he discussed in the presence of Prime Minister that foreign partners were inducted by giving shares.
In fact, we will go across to Nikunj just a short while on this, but this comes right after A. Raja claimed that the stake sales in companies like Swan Telecom did take place with the explicit approval of the then Finance Minister P. Chidambaram. However, P. Chidambaram here coming out and saying that the sale of spectrum that was approved by him did not involve any foreign partners. A. Raja, remember, had pulled in not just the former finance minister but also the Prime Minister, saying that approval to the entire spectrum policy was in the presence of both P. Chidambaram as well as Manmohan Singh, thereby pulling in the two very senior people in the government. Now P. Chidambaram, they're coming out and saying that the sale of spectrum on Unitech and Swan was not to any foreign partners. Madhav joining us with more on this. Madhav, explain to us what exactly is Chidambaram, does Chidambaram mean when he says that the sale of spectrum was not to any foreign partners?
Well, exactly what he's referring to is really in reaction to what Raja has said about really the PM knowing about sale of spectrum to these various partners, saying that as far as foreign companies are concerned, only fresh shares were issued. The entire issue of share sale to these companies was what was discussed in front of the Prime Minister. Thus, of course, a completely divergent view of really what had taken place at that point of time from what Mr. A. Raja had said.
Right, so that was Madhav telling us that Home Minister P. Chidambaram, who was the former Finance Minister when the 2G spectrum scam broke out, has reacted to what A. Raja has said in court. Remember, A. Raja had said that the former Finance Minister approved the spectrum sale to foreign partners. Now P. Chidambaram has issued a clarification. He said that there was no sale of spectrum by Unitech and Swan to foreign partners, and these companies were inducted by issuing fresh shares by promoters, and that all this was discussed in the presence of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh.
In fact, P. Chidambaram there defending his role and the role of the Prime Minister in this particular case. Madhav back again with us. Madhav, essentially what P. Chidambaram is saying is he is refuting what A. Raja claimed, saying that there was no spectrum sale that took place either by Unitech or Swan.
Absolutely, an outright refutal of what A. Raja has been saying. That is really very clear as far as the statement of P. Chidambaram, the Home Minister, was at that point of time a Finance Minister really who very closely was viewing these various decisions. Of course, as we all know, what A. Raja has said in the court specifically, saying that Prime Minister knew as far as the entire issue of sale of spectrum was concerned. Defending himself, Raja saying also that his governments also were following the same procedure, but very significantly dragging the Prime Minister's name into this entire controversy. Raja, of course, making those, he has, of course, in the past referred to these allegations as well, but really saying it in so many words at that CBI court over there, certainly a very significant statement. Also, of course, as we can see, the Home Minister now, P. Chidambaram, very clearly refuting it, saying that there was no question of sale of spectrum. It was the entire issue of issuing newer shares to these various foreign companies like Uninor, and that is really what had taken place in the presence of the Prime Minister. So an outright refutal coming from the government to what A. Raja has alleged in the court.